As far as role models, one of your posts, I know this was in the women's conference, you share about local role models. It seems you're already doing something about it. It's not only talking about what the problem is, but just for anyone that's not familiar with that, basically a post saying is that there is a lack of role models in El Paso, basically. Is that?
I think anywhere in general, but I think that those who could be really awesome role models aren't as approachable as they should be, and they don't make themselves as available as they should. And we as women have this tendency, I don't know why, to just compete and act awful to each other and just like, oh, right? And there's enough to go around for everybody. So yeah, I've found my most significant role models in my colleagues, like Cynthia, like Michelle, like Jordan, you know, all of the women that are willing to be team players and supportive. Jaswina, another one. So yeah, there's a lot of lack of female role models because they're not because they don't exist, because they don't make themselves available. And even to like other business women, they just
what do you
don't
think
make
that
themselves.
is?
Competition, time, self-esteem too. Like, well, I don't think anybody cares what I have to say, right? Like, but we forget a lot of the things that we've gone through are valuable lessons for other people that haven't gone through those yet. So those kind of things, I think, yeah, all of that.
By the way, I was gonna, and also like the audience or the person seeking that mentorship or that additional help, they need to understand that the person giving that help, they're not 100% on everything. There's a lot of issues going on, but they must pick up on the things that they know they're experts and they know the subject, right? Because a lot of times what I see is that, for example, someone may not reach out to someone because even though they're really good in business, they're really good with money, but they see that they had a divorce. Just giving you an example.
Sure.
Wait a second. Are you going to ask them about relationship? No, right? You're going to ask them about your business, right?
Advice, or
so
maybe
you need to be smart about that as far as, hey, does that make them a bad person? Not even the divorce does, but then automatically people tend to think that that person who's going to mentor them or give them advice has to be all around perfect.
Like perfect. And that doesn't exist.
That's how,
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't exist at all. Yeah. So find somebody who's, I guess what's less intimidating for people is like the informational interview setting, but also if somebody is better at something than you are, then you can learn from them, right? It doesn't have to be like the perfect or the best or the influencer with the most followers or the most, awarded lawyer or whatever, the best artist. If somebody does something better than you, establish that relationship, learn, because you're going to teach them something during that too. Right? Because you're inherently better at something than they are. And it's just establishing those relationships in that network and being collaborative instead of competitive. And I think women are so bad at that. We're just bad.
Well, hopefully through hearing conversations like this, little by little, at least that we are able to plant the seed. And the fact is that, again, once you're a good person, that's when everything else falls, right?
For sure.
You can be like good at one thing and maybe the other you can't.